Okay. I need to pull up my textbook. I forgot to pull the textbook. One second. Okay. Okay, so fifth sum you guys have finished well, huh?
Yes, uncle.
Okay, sixth sum you tell me now. Let us share the screen and you write the answer now itself. That will be easier. So you have the text with you, sixth sum. I'll write the. Okay, when you come to 11th standard, you'll be doing with operations research. It's a very interesting subject where you're taking real world decisions in the military, in the government, in industrial manufacturing. You're the head of manufacturing plant. Let us say you are head of the Coca-Cola company, and 4 different products like Sprite, Coke, and what else? All kinds of 4 different cool drinks you're bringing out, Fanta, something else. Then how do you manage the decision making? No? That kind of answers there. So when you come to 11th standard, maths becomes very interesting. Okay, exercise 1.2, no? Sixth sum. Now you tell me the answer. S equal to.
Uncle, you didn't share your screen, uncle.
I shared, no? I didn't
No,
share.
uncle.
Uncle, we can't see the screen.
Okay, now it is there. Okay. So this is having square, rectangle, circle, rhombus, triangle. Now, okay, first answer who's going to give? The set of shapes which have 4 equal sides. Okay, you always put A and you give. Somebody can write. I'm going to share the. Are you able to write? Okay. Very good. Rectangle. Okay, Arpana's writing. Very good. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, very good. Now let us go to second one. Sandhya, you can write second one. The set of shapes which have radius. Very good. Okay. That's also very good. So that is done. Then third one, set of shapes in which the sum of all the interior angle is 90 degrees, 180 degrees. Arpana.
Yes, uncle.
The set of all shapes in which the sum of the interior angles is 180 degrees. You write that set.
Is it square and rectangle, uncle?
How much angle is there inside a square and rectangle?
4, uncle.
No. How much is this? How much is this?
That
angle?
is 90 degrees, uncle.
And then this one?
90.
This one?
90.
So 4 into 90, how much will be in a square or rectangle?
360, uncle.
He's asking for a figure. where sum of all interior angles is 180 degrees. Studied this, you are not remembering. Geometry, then very weak 8th standard geometry. Okay, right. Circle has no angles and all inside.
Yes, uncle.
Rhombus
I
also
think
fixed.
it's a null set, uncle.
Huh?
Triangle.
Triangle, very good. Who said that?
Sandhya uncle.
Sandhya said that. Yeah, triangle. Equilateral triangle, 60, 60, 60. Correct. Isosceles triangle, 90, 45, 45. You don't remember, you're thinking so much. This and all you must be at your fingertips, guys. Okay. So that is third answer is triangle. Okay. Fourth one. Set of shapes which have 5 sides. Sandhya.
Null set.
Huh?
Null set uncle.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Very good. 6 sum, very well done. Let us rub all of that. You don't want to post this and all, I think. Okay. Then 7 sum. Okay. Arpana can do it, and if she has problem, then Sandhya can help out. 7 sum. A is equal to A, comma, another set A, comma B set. Okay. Write down all the subsets of A. Not proper subsets. Every subset you have to write. Right.
Proper subset, uncle.
No proper subset. All the subsets.
Okay, uncle.
No, you don't have to write it as power set. Just write the sets. Just put comma, 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 write all the sets that are.
Oh, okay, uncle.
Okay, very good. Okay. BR. Where is B an element of that set? B is not an element of that set.
A B uncle.
A comma B is an element. Okay.
Yes, uncle.
Then one more. Writing all the sets. So the set itself should be a member.
Okay.
Yes. Like this. So
Okay.
these are the members. So if you have two, if P of A is equal to 2, then N of N of A is equal to 2, N of P of A will be equal to 2 to the power of M. Okay, this is M means say 2 is equal to M. It will be 2 to the power of M, 2 to the power of 2, it will be 4. So you'll have to watch out all the subsets 1, 2, 3, 4. Till you get 4 sets, you have to somehow struggle and get it. Okay, very good. Okay, now 8 sum. 8 sum. Write down the power set of the following sets. Here you wrote down only the subsets. Now power set means you have to write and write all the sets as members of this set. Okay, right. Sandhya, right. The power set of first one, A.
1 second uncle.
A is equal to A comma B. Okay, write the power sets of all that. So there are 2 elements. How many elements should be there in the power set? 4 elements should be there. Okay, 2 to the power of 2. N of A is equal to 2. So N of P of A will be equal to 2 to the power of 2. That will be 4. So write all the 4 elements in the power set. Same thing only previously, like you did previously. Instead of putting separate sets, you should all put it in one power set inside brackets. That's all. Sandhya is thinking what to do. You know, simple question only. Oh, you went outside. What happened? The internet problem.
Yes, uncle.
Okay.
Null set.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Fantastic. Okay, very good. Fantastic. Very good. What the hell, yeah. How to erase this thing now?
I think Arpana should erase that, uncle.
Arpana, you can
Yes,
erase
uncle.
that.
Yes,
Okay.
uncle.
You should erase it. Okay. Write down the power set of this one now. 8.2. Write down power set of B. 1,2. Arpana, who did it last time? Sandhya did it.
Sandhya did.
Okay, Arpana, you do this now.
Power set, uncle.
Write down P of B. Power set of B. P of B. Okay, first tell me number of elements that will be there. N of A is 3.
Yes,
P
uncle.
of A, N of P of A, how much?
Null set 1, 2,
This
3,
is M.
1.
What is the formula for N of P of A? If N of A is M,
2 power m, uncle.
2 power M.
Power M.
N of P of A is 2 power M. Okay, so how many will be there? N,
2,
M is 3.
2
Power
power
M.
3.
2 power 3.
power
How much
3.
is 2 power 3?
8, uncle.
8. Very good. Okay, so write all the 8 elements in P of P now.
Okay, uncle.
Good. 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 Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Already 7 arrived. Only one more.
Yes, uncle.
Very good. Pakka. So you got 8 elements. Right?
Yes, uncle.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. Very good. That is. Okay. Now D is equal to, let us. Okay, now we have to do for D. D is equal to P, Q, R, S. Okay, what is N of D?
2 power 4.
No, that is N of P of D. What is N of D?
2 power m.
How many elements cardinal? What is the cardinal number of D?
4, 4.
4, yeah. N of P of D is equal to 2 power 4. How much is that?
16, uncle.
Learn from the
Yeah, 16. So, okay, who has to do now? Whose chance?
Sandhya, uncle.
Sandhya, you do then.
pull your side.
Uncle, could I
16.
say this orally, uncle?
Orally also you do.
Null set PQRS,
Hmm.
PQ,
Ah,
PR, PS,
ah,
QR, QS,
hmm.
RS, Q,
RS already given, I think.
QRS.
QRS. PQR? You told already.
I told uncle.
PQR, QRS, then?
PRS,
Okay.
PQS,
QQS, very good.
PQRS.
Okay, all of that. Okay. Fine. 16 elements you got. Very good. Okay. Now, fourth one. E is a set which is null set. Write down the power set of P of E.
Yeah.
Hmm. A tricky question, huh?
Not really, but
Somebody making noise. Something they're telling. Okay, what is N of P? What is N of E?
Null set, uncle.
N is E is null set. What is N of E?
Empty
0.
set.
0. Okay. Okay. What is N of P of E then?
Null set.
N na number pa. Null set நிக்கிற. Set சொல்லக்கூடாது. Number எத்தனை? Give me a number. What is N of P of E?
0.
2 to the power of N. How you can say 0? You forgot
to
the
the
formula,
power of
everything. 2 to the power of 0 is how much?
1.
1. Okay. Which is that one element then? So power set of E has one element. What is that element? So this you should remember. Okay. Null set. Null set is one set within the P of E. Even if E is a null set, the power set of E will have at least one element, which is also null set. Okay. Remember this one, very important question. If they ask, you should not blink. Okay.
Okay.
Understood. It's 2 of M, 2 to the power of M. M is 0. So 2 to the power of 0. 2 to anything to the power of 0 is 1. So there is one element inside the power set. What is that element? That element is null set. Okay. Very good. Other 3 you got correct. Fourth one only problem. 8 sum over. Okay. Let us do now. 9 sum. If find the number of subsets and the number of proper subsets of the following sets. You are asked to give only number. Okay. Don't give the subsets. Don't write the subsets. Tell me only the number of the subsets for W is equal to red, blue, green. Don't give me the subsets. Tell me the number of the subsets and proper subsets for W. Only N I want. Arpana, tell me. How many subsets W has?
subset.
I don't want the subsets. I don't want you to tell me red, then blue,
Okay,
then
okay.
brackets, green. Then tell me number. Give me a number. How many? Give me 100, 50, 10, 20, something like that. You tell me.
6.
6.
6, uncle.
Illiyappa. What you are doing? 2 to the power of n the formula. How many is there here? What is M here?
6, uncle.
M is 3. Okay, M is equal to 3. Then 2 to the power of 3, how much?
8, uncle.
8.
8. Then why you are telling 6? 8. Simply should not say something. Okay, that is number of sets, subsets. Number of proper subsets. How much is number of proper subsets? All the subsets, including the set, is equal to 8. Without that set itself, what is proper subset?
7, uncle.
7, correct. How you got 7?
Without the actual set, oh, -1.
-1. Okay, 2 to the power of 3 minus 1. That is only 7. Very good. Correct. Okay, now second one, Sandhya, you tell me. The number of proper subsets of the following sets. This is set builder form. First, tell me the set. X squared, such that the set is made up of x squared, such that x is a natural number and x squared is less than or equal to 100. So x is a natural number, x equal to 1, 2, 3, like that, 4, 5, whatever. Okay, but x squared is in the set. Okay, what is 1 squared is how much then? How much is 1 squared?
1.
You are thinking so much. Then 2 squared,
4,
3 squared,
9,
4 squared. Like that you fill up.
16,
8,
Next,
25,
next,
36,
36,
apram.
49,
49,
Hmm.
64,
Yeah.
80,
81,
Hmm.
100.
100.
Why you are joining 100? Because less than or equal to 100.
Equal
Okay.
to 100.
So how many members are there?
10, uncle.
Okay,
10.
n is equal to, the set is x. N of x equal to 10. Okay, so what is the number of subsets of this?
2 power m.
2 power m. Okay, what is m? M equal to?
2 power 10.
2 power 10. Very good. So how much is that? 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. 2 into 2 into 2 into 16. Into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. And also another 16 into 2 into 2. So 10 times 2, correct? 16 into 16 into 4. That means 256 into 4. 256 into 4 equal to 1024. Okay. So 2 to the power of n. This is number of subsets. Number of proper subsets. How much? Just now Arpana told previous one.
1023.
1023. What is the formula? 2 to the power of m minus
Minus
1.
minus 1. That is the formula. In this case, 2 to the power of 10 minus 1. Okay. That's all. Very good. Okay. 9 sum over. Now let us do 10 sum. If n is equal to 4, find n of p of a. N of a is 4. N of p of a is how much? This is a m value. How much is this?
2 to the power 4, uncle.
2 to the power of 4. How much is that?
16.
16. Very good. Okay. Now second one. If n of a is equal to 0, what is n of p of a?
2 power m.
2 power n.
Or
2 power
0.
2
2.
0 is equal to 1.
2 power 0 is equal to 1. Very good, Sandhya. Most people don't remember that any number 10,000 also raised to the power of 0 is always 1. Okay. X to the power of 0 is 1. Whatever x, you don't have to care. Just write 1. So 2 to the power of 0 is 1. Okay. You should have studied this in a 6th standard, 7th standard, 8th standard and all. Okay, now you come to important one. N of P of A is equal to 256. Find the reverse. Now you find n of a is how much? Power set n is 256. Okay. Power set n is 256. Find a. That means how to find out? 2 to the power of m is 256. What is m? Tell me now. 2 to the power of m is 256. What is m?
2 to the power.
Divide and see.
256.
128. Divide again, how it will get?
64, uncle.
Divide again, what you will get?
32.
Again. Tell fast.
8, uncle.
Again.
4,
Again.
2, 1.
No, you cannot do that. Okay. Becomes 1, correct. Huh? Now what happens? How many of these are there? 2 to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
8,
6, 7, 8. Okay. So 2 to the power of 8 is equal to 256. So
N
m
of
is equal to what? 2 to the power of m is equal to 256. So 8 is equal to m.
N of A is equal to 8, uncle.
Hmm?
N of A is equal to 8.
N of A is equal to 8. Correct. Yeah. N of A is equal to 8. That's all. That's how you have to find the reverse. Okay. So 10 sum, very important sum. Don't blink. Okay. You can easily find out. You can just keep saying that 2 into 2, how much? Okay. 4, 8 into 2, 16 into 2, 32 into 2, 64 into 2, 128 into 2, 256 is coming. So 2 is multiply how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256. So how many 2s are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 2s are there. Like that also you can do. Okay, whichever is convenient to you. Either way, n of 8 will be coming as 8. Okay, we finish that. Let us go and do some set operations. We'll get interested. Otherwise, very basic things only we are dealing with. Let us do some advanced stuff. Okay. Okay, set operations. We started with numbers and very soon we learned arithmetical operations on them. Okay, numbers, when you started, 2 plus 3, 2 into 3, like that you started understanding. In the same way, in algebra, you learned expressions and soon you started adding and multiplying it. X squared, a plus b the whole squared, a minus b the whole squared, all that you started doing. Okay. Now you know sets. So the natural question is, what can you do with sets? How can you play with them? No, what are the operations you can do on sets? Okay, so here is the answer. This very nice answer. When 2 or more sets combine together, no, how do you combine those sets? What do you do by combining the sets? Okay, like you combine numbers. So you form one set under the given conditions. You combine sets and you form another set. That means set operations are being carried out. Okay, you are doing some operations on both the sets in order to get a third combined set. And you can visualize the relationship between these sets and set operations using Venn diagram. So Venn diagram, you know, already they've taught you. Who finished Venn diagram? Sandhya finished set theory, correct?
Yes, uncle.
So Venn diagram is very important way of visual reasoning. Your imagination is very useful here. Okay, it can help you correct simply your mathematical way of writing. Okay, instead of writing as expressions, if you draw it as a Venn diagram, you will get great clarity. So John Venn, his name is given. So he only found out Venn diagrams. So his name is taken for Venn diagrams, John Venn. Okay, this is a pictorial representation between the set relations. Okay. Not only in set theory, you will find Venn diagrams. You will find it in probability, statistics. You will find it used in logic. Okay, logic and all you won't do in your 12th standard. Only if you take philosophy after doing +2. If you take philosophy, then you will have a course on logic inside it. Otherwise, logic and all very advanced thing. Okay, usually you don't do it. People think engineering or medicine is advanced class. No, medicine and engineering is not advanced class. Philosophy, for example, is a very advanced form of learning. Okay, very tough and very advanced form of learning. Very important. Okay, first thing we are going to do with Venn diagrams is how to represent a complement of a set. Okay, there is a difference between giving a compliment. What is the spelling for compliment? Hey, நீ ரொம்ப அழகா இருக்க. Okay, that is a film name. That is a compliment. Okay, what is the spelling? There will be an I. This is what? E. Complement, not compliment. Okay, complement means something that is coming in addition to. Okay, that is completing what is there. Okay, that is only complement. So the complement of a set A is a set of all elements of the universal set that are not in A. Okay, so this is set A. This is set A. Okay, let us say 1, 2, 3 is here, 4, 5, 6, all of that is there. Okay, now set complement of set A will be this area. Everything that is there in the universal set which is not belonging to A, that becomes a complement set. This is A complement. Okay, so you should visually understand that. So when you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, universal set is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. That is universal set. Okay, A set is only 1, 2, 3. A complement is nothing but universal set minus A. Okay, that means in universal set you minus this. What is remaining? 4, 5 and 6 is remaining. So 4, 5 and 6 equal to A complement. Okay, that is how you do A complement. So from shading you can easily understand. Okay, இது வந்து A குள்ள ஷேட் ஆகுது, இது வந்து A க்கு வெளியே ஷேட் ஆகுது. Everything that is outside A is being shaded. Okay, that is the complement set. Okay, now let us do an example. If U is equal to all the boys in a class, okay, and A is equal to boys who play cricket. Okay, some 50 boys are in a class, 20 boys or 10 boys play cricket. Then how many boys don't play cricket? That will be the complement set A. The names of all the boys who do not play cricket will be A complement. Okay, again another example. Universal set is C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Okay, set A is C, D, G, H. Okay, find A complement. You want to use Venn diagram or you want to do directly? If you do directly, you have to do like, if you have to do visually like this. Okay, how you have to do? A is having C, D, G, I. So cut off C, D, G and I. What is left? E, F, H, J. E, F, H and J. That is A complement. Okay, universal set minus A set will be A complement set. Okay, E, F, H, J. Suppose you want to do this with Venn diagrams. How to do it with Venn diagrams? Okay, put A, C, D, G, J. Okay, then C, D is inside. E, F, G is also inside. H, I. Okay, now this is A and this is A complement. This is universal set. Okay, universal set is C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Okay, so E, F, H, E, F, H, I. Okay, all this will become A complement. So that is how you should do it for the Venn diagram based thing. Okay, now you finished complement. Let us do another concept. Complement of A is A dash. A and A dash will be in relation to the universal set. Okay, now look at one funny property. A dash of dash. What is A dash of dash? This is A. Okay, this is A. Okay, now what happens? What is A dash? This is A dash. Okay. Now, what is the complement of this? What is the complement of this means? Again, you go back to this one only. We will come back to okay, like that. So this is again back to A. So A dash, A dash, A dash dash. A complement equal to A itself. Okay. Any set's complement will be opposite to it, but that one's complement will come back to the set itself. Okay. Like that. No. Universal set complement. Now this is universal set. U. Okay. U is everything. The whole thing is U, whether you're having A, B, nothing, or everything inside it, A, B, C, all of that. Okay. Everything is U. Now, what is the complement of U? U minus U will be null set. Okay. That is why this is null set. So, the U complement will be null set. Nothing. U is there. You cannot shade anything. Same way, null set complement will be U. Null set is nothing. That means opposite of nothing will be everything. So again, okay, this is null set complement equal to U. Okay, so you should understand that. Okay, very important, small but important details. You are understanding these things. Are you guys getting it? Simple, but very interesting facts. Now let us go to union. What is union? You should remember either or. Either or means union. Both and means intersection. Okay, either in A or in B or in both. Okay. Suppose it is not a disjoint set. Okay, this is A, this is B, this is universal set around it. Okay. The union of two sets. Now, for union, you do not bother about universal set. For which only you have to bother about universal set? Only for complement you have to bother about universal set. For other things, you don't have to bother. For union intersection, you don't have to bother. Okay. Now, let us say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A is what? 1, 2, 3. B is what? 3, 4, 5. Okay. A union B is what? 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. What should not repeat? Element should not repeat at all. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This is only A union B. In any set, A union B is equal to the elements that are either in A or in B or in both. Okay. So this element 3 is in both. You include that also. Okay. But only once you have to include it. So A union B is given like that. Elements are either in B or in both, or in B, either in A or in B or in both. Okay. So remember this one in probability also we have used this either in A or in B or in both. Okay. Okay. So either or is a union of two sets. Okay. So how do you write it in set builder form? Very simple. X, A union B is equal to X such that X is an element of A or X is an element of B. That's all. Okay. Very easy. That is the definition. So remember again what? This R. X is an element of A. Either X is an element of A or X is an element of B. That is only universal. That is only union of two sets. Okay, Venn diagram. Let us come to Venn diagram. In the left-hand side Venn diagram, A and B have some common element. Okay, therefore they are not disjoint sets. Okay, they are overlapping sets. This is what? This is overlapping set. Overlapping set A and B. This is disjoint set. This is disjoint set A and B. Either way, union of two sets is all that is in pink. Okay, everything that is in pink, this whole thing. This is A union B. So elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is there. Either the elements are in A, or in B, or in both. Okay, that way. So this one, 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay, that means no 3 is there. No common element. No, they are disjoint sets. So in that case, A union B is equal to all this area plus all this area, which means 1, 2 plus 4, 5. This is A union B in a disjoint set. In this overlapping set, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This becomes A union B. Okay. Now we are doing one more example. P is Asia, Africa, Antarctica, Australia. I want you to answer one question. Look at P, look at Q. Are they disjoint sets or what sets? Overlapping sets. Tell me. Anybody tell me?
Disjoint set, uncle.
Very good. Nothing is common. Okay, so they are not overlapping sets. Okay, now P union Q, it must be either an element of A or an element of B. Okay, so how is P union Q? Somebody tell me what is P union Q. Arpana, tell me what is P union Q. Read from P and Q.
MNIJ, uncle.
Which one you are reading? Oh, example
P union
1.1.
Q.
Oh,
1.11, uncle.
example 1.11.
Yes, uncle.
Then represent P and Q in Venn diagram and find P union Q. MN, what did you say?
MNIJ.
Okay, because M is repeating, you left off M. Okay.
Yes, uncle.
Now see how they have drawn the Venn diagram. The set is overlapping or the set is disjoint. The sets are overlapping or disjoint. This one.
Overlapping, uncle.
Yeah, which one is overlapping element?
M.
Yeah, M. So M should come only once. So that M is coming only once. It is drawn in the area where both are intersecting each other. Okay, where P is intersecting Q. Like that you have to draw. Very important. Okay. Elements that are coming only in set P, you write here, in this area. Elements that are coming only in set Q, you write in this area. Okay. That is how you should draw the Venn diagram. Okay. This is a different area. This is a different area. Okay. So this is specific to Q alone. This is specific to P alone. Okay. And this is common to both P and Q. First, you should take, when you draw Venn diagram for A union B, what you should do? First, find out any elements are common. If they are overlapping sets, they will have common element. Then what you should do? Take the common element and put it in the middle like this. If they are disjoint sets, then how you can draw? You should draw like this. Okay. This is P, this is Q. Inside P, you put Asia, Africa, Antarctica, Australia. Inside Q, you put Europe, North America, South America. Okay, that's all. Nice. Nothing is overlapping. So there are 7 elements, A union B. So P union Q is equal to A, comma, E, North America, comma, South America. That's the total set. Asia, Africa, Antarctica, Australia, comma, Europe, North America, South America. Okay. So you know how to draw the Venn diagram now. Okay. If they first find out if they are disjoint sets or they are overlapping sets. If they are disjoint sets, you should draw like this. Only if they are overlapping sets, you should draw like this. Okay. Simply don't immediately, oh, A union B, they are asking. Okay, I will put like this and then I will see. No, this is wrong. Okay. when you are reading the set elements itself, you first find out if, oh, there is a common element. Therefore, we should draw like this and put the common element here. Or there more than one common element, put more than one common element there. Okay. Then the elements specific to P, you put the other side. Then the element specific to Q, you put the other side. Then you name it as P and Q. That's how you should draw the Venn diagram. Okay, now we are going to see, we have seen complement of a set, that is complement from the union set. Then we are seeing the union of two sets. Now let us see the intersection of two sets. What is intersection? Union was either or. Either it is in A or it is in B or it is in both. Okay. But either or is not the logic for intersection. Intersection is, logic is what? What is the keyword for intersection? Both and. Okay. The element must be both in A and it must be in B. Okay. That means it must be only in this area. This area only is intersection. Okay. Disjoint sets, can they have anything in common? In a disjoint set, A intersection B will be what?
Null set, uncle.
Null set. Very good. Who said that?
Arpana, uncle.
Okay, very good. Okay. So in a disjoint set, A intersection B will be null set. So A intersection B will not be a null set only for what kind of sets? Overlapping sets. Okay. So here A intersection B is given as an overlapping set. Okay, in the diagram, Venn diagram. In this diagram, A intersection B is given as a overlapping set and not as a disjoint set. So how do you define that? The set of all the elements that are common to both A and B. Okay, that's why I said both A and B. A union B is what? Elements are found either in A or in B. Either in A or in B. Here, both in A and in B. And in B. Okay, that only is intersection. So never forget this. In probability also, you will be coming up against this only. So understand that. Okay. So intersection of two sets is given by Venn diagram like that. Okay. This is a Venn diagram. Okay. In symbolic form, how you write that? A intersection B is equal to a set such that X having X where such that X is an element of A and X is an element of B also. Okay. So X is an element of A. Okay, I'm saying 1, 2, 4, 5. Oh, X is an element of A. Yes, it's now A intersection B. No, X is also an element of B. Okay. So which is the one where element is both A and B?
X should belongs to B, A and both in B, uncle.
No, X is X should belong to A as well as B. In this Venn diagram, which element is belonging to both A and B?
Null set.
No, there is 3. A is belonging to A, but it is not belonging to B. 2 is also belonging to A, but not belonging to B. 4 is belonging to B, but not belonging to A. 5 is belonging to B, but 3 is belonging. 3 is an element of A. 3 is also an element of B. Okay. Both 3 is an element of A and 3 is an element of B. Therefore, A intersection B is equal to 3. You understand?
Yes, uncle.
Okay. Now, if A is equal to 1, 2, and 6, and B is equal to 2, 3, and 4, what is A intersection B? Which is the common elements?
2, uncle.
So I am filling this up. Okay. 1, 6, 3, 4, and 2. So what is A intersection B?
2.
This is how you have to draw the Venn diagram. Okay. So only if you take A, then what is coming? This is
1,
set
2,
A
and
fully. You're getting 1, 2, and 6. Okay, you're getting back the original set. Only set B you are doing. What you're getting? 2, 3, and 4.
4.
But both Both A and B common means A intersection B. Only one element is there, is found in this area. That is 2. Okay, let us go on further. Union we found out, intersection now we found out. Okay, example 1.12. Let A equal to x such that x is an even natural number. X is a even natural number. Can you tell me even natural number and x is greater than 1 and less than or equal to 12? Can you tell me that set? Even natural numbers greater than 1? Yeah?
2,
2
4,
again.
6, 8, 10, 12.
Very good. Okay. Then set B, you tell me it's in set builder form again. Arpana, you tell me x is a multiple of 3 and x is a natural number and x less than or equal to 12.
3, 6, 9, 12, uncle.
Okay, very good. Okay, find A intersection B. You want to use Venn diagram or you want to use normal methods? Use Venn diagram.
Okay, uncle.
Now you put take what are the common elements?
6 and 12.
6 and 12.
6 and 12 you put here. What are the remaining elements? 2, 4, 8, 10 you put here. Then what are the remaining elements in B? This is A,
3,
this is B.
9.
3,
6,
9.
9. Okay, okay.
Okay, 3 and
3
9.
and
3, 9, 6, 12 is B. Okay, so this area is the intersection 6, 12. A intersection B is equal to 6, 12. So I am teaching you whether you want to use intersection method as well as your normal calculating method. Okay, better you use both intersection method and then you will be very sure. Okay. Example 1.13 now we have to do. Okay, A is equal to 2, 3 and C is equal to null set. Find A intersection C. Let us do a Venn diagram. Okay, and be sure. And C is equal to null set. Anything in common? Nothing in common. Correct. 2, 3 is in A. C has nothing in common. So A intersection C will be what? Null set. Null set. Nothing is in common. Okay. So null set will have nothing in common with A intersection B. So that is why A intersection union. Now, this is very important. Look at this Venn diagram I am drawing. A only is there, no B. This is union set, this is A set. Okay. A and union, what is common to A set and union set? What is common to A set and union set?
nothing common, uncle.
No. In union set is 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct? That is union. A set is 1, 2. Correct? What is common?
2, uncle.
What about 1?
1 and 2.
1 and 2. Okay, so this entire area A, okay, is A intersection union. So A intersection union is equal to A. Any set intersection union is equal to that set. Okay. Any set intersection union is equal to that set. Okay. Any set union is equal to what? Union. Why? Because let us say D is here. D union set. Okay. Elements found in D are 1, 2. This is found in 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, what is the definition of A union B? Element is either in A or in the other set. It is either in A. So, what are in A? 1 and 2. Or in union. Okay, 3, 4, 5. Okay. But this is union set. So, D union or A union set is equal to union set. A intersection union set, however, equal to A set. That is the difference. Okay. A union. that will be union set. A intersection union will only be A set. Okay. Now, other thing is A intersection B will always be a subset of A. Okay. How I am telling? Look at this. A intersection B. This is A. This is B. A intersection B is telling will be a subset of A, and A intersection B will be a subset of B. Okay. Now, if you keep like this, A intersection B is what? This thing, what is A intersection? A intersection B is 3. Is it a subset of A? A is 1, 2, and 3. So this is a subset of, okay, because 3 is a subset of A, correct? So A intersection B is always a subset of A. Same way, A intersection B is also always a subset of B. So both these things are true. 3 is equal to 3, 4, 5. Okay, B is equal to 3, 4, 5. Now, A intersection B is equal to 3. So this set is a subset of 3, 4, 5 because it's got only one element. Okay, so this is also true. And the other one important one is A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. Okay, if you approach it either way, this is called commutative property. What is commutative property? The set and the operator, let us say the operator is intersection here. One set operator, another set. If the reverse is true, okay, if you exchange these places and still it is true, then they are commutative. So intersection obeys the commutative law. A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. Very simple to prove that. Okay. How to prove A intersection B is equal to B intersection A? Let us take this one. Let us draw first A intersection B. Okay, this is A, this is B. Let us draw A intersection B. Okay, we have drawn A intersection B. Okay. And 4, 5. So this is A, this is B. So whether you say this is A intersection B, you go from A to B, or you go from B to A, B intersection A. Either way you go, 3 only will be the answer. So A intersection B will remain the same. That is why A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. Any set intersection any other set is equal to the, if you swap the sets, it will be the same answer. Okay, that is the commutative property. This commutative property is also applicable for union of sets. Okay, union of sets also commutative property is applicable. A union B is equal to B union A. Same thing. A is equal to 1, 2, 3, B is equal to 3, 4, 5. Okay, what is A union B? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you're taking common one, you're taking off. What is B union A? B union A is equal to 3, 4, 5. 3 is already there, then 1, 2. If you rearrange the order, this and this will be the same. Correct? Rearrange the order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because the order does not affect the elements of the set. Okay. So B union A is equal to A union B. So both union of two sets are commutative. Intersection of two sets are also commutative. A union, A intersection union is A. A union union is equal to union. Okay. That is the other part of that. Did we leave out anything in the properties of union? Let us see one more. We left out anything in the union properties. A union A is the same set. A union null set is A. But A intersection null set is what? A intersection null set will be null set. But A union null set will be A. Okay, because the elements are either in A or in null set. So nothing is in null set, no problem. All the elements in A will come in the A union null set. But A intersection null set It must be both in A and in null set. In null set, there is nothing. So A, whatever, how many elements are in A, doesn't matter. In null set, there is nothing. So A intersection B will be null set. Okay. Now the other thing, A union B is equal to B union A, commutative property. That is also you should remember. Then most important, A is a subset of A union B, and B is also a subset of A union B. Okay. In intersection, what we found out? A is a subset of A intersection B. A intersection B is a subset of A, and A intersection B is a subset of B. Okay. Here what we are finding, A is a subset of A union B, and B is a subset of A union B. See the difference. A intersection B is a subset of A, and A intersection B is a subset of B. But in this one, A is a subset of A union B, and B is a subset of A union B. That is also very simple to understand. Okay. For example, just look at this thing. A is a subset of A union. What is A union B in P and Q? This entire thing is A union B. Okay. Now A is only this part of it. Only N and M. So A is N and M, whereas A union B is equal to N, M, I, and J. So A is naturally a subset because both N and M are found inside A union. So A is a subset of A union B. B is also a subset of A union B. B is what? M, I, J. A union B is what? N, M, I, J. Okay. So M, I, J, all three are found. M, I, J are found inside A union B. So A union B, B is a subset of A union B. A is a subset of A union B. These are all properties that you can keep in mind, and you don't need to mug them. You just need to know how these things are functioning. Okay, we will stop there. We have exceeded our time. Have we or haven't we? Yes, we exceeded our time. We'll come back to next class on. Okay, guys. Wednesday we will have class, but Thursday and Friday we'll have holidays, puja holidays. Okay, so that means Friday we will not have class. Only Wednesday we'll have class. All right, remember that Friday it's a holiday, no class. Okay, enjoy. Right. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Okay.
Uncle,
Yeah.
on Friday, no problem in attending class, Uncle, for
You
me.
have no problem, but it's a holiday, so we will not have class. That's right. It's not because you don't have any. Wednesday, I'll give you homework. You do it for Friday. Okay, that will be the best thing to do.
Okay, Uncle.
Okay, you do homework on Friday. Maybe same time you can sit and do the homework, 1 hour homework. Okay, that we'll do. Okay, guys. Bye-bye.
Okay, Uncle. Bye, Uncle.
Bye.